Let me now demonstrate how we can help you to create a data model in IntelliPro BPMS. Now, data model is where you define your global data, which are essentially the fields that you would want to use or reuse in multiple forms, or can be used to store your master data as well. Now, create a data model. Let me go ahead and click on the data model module here. And once I click on the data module, I come to the screen here and where I'm going to click on the plus sign and I'm going to create a data model. In this case, I'm going to be creating one for a PR process. And I'm going to click on create. Once I click on create, I would have to go ahead and give attributes or data to this particular model. So I'm going to go ahead and key in the PR number first. And let me also key in the display name. And I'll have to define or classify what sort of an attribute is this, or what type of an attribute this particular PR number or the data is. So this is going to be an integer. An integer is basically the one that contains numbers. So once I click on the data type, I'm going to go ahead and click on plus to create the attribute. And once I click on plus, you see the changes on the right hand side where the data model for that particular attribute is being created. In the same way, I can go ahead and create multiple attributes. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and create one for the product name. Let me go ahead and create that here, product name. Let me key in the product name as well. And I will have to choose the attribute type as a string, as this is going to be just alphanumerical. And here you have the capability to choose as to how big or how small that particular text box or text area has to be. And once after you define this, you're going to go ahead and click on plus sign to create the product name attribute. So once it's created, you see on the right hand side that it's been successfully added here. The same way, I'll quickly show you how you can get in the date and time attribute type on this particular model. So I'm going to go ahead and type in PR date, key in the display name here, and click as date and time as the attribute time. And you can go ahead and give a default value if you would want to, or either you can go ahead and click on show times to be auto check always, or you want to uncheck it. It again depends on you how you want it. And then you click on the plus sign to go ahead and create that particular attribute. So once you create it, this is how exactly and easily you can go ahead and create multiple forms or multiple fields in the data model and create attributes as well. So once you're done with creating the attributes like the PR number, the product name, the PR date, you got to go ahead and save and publish them. And once you publish them, you will come to the module page again where you see the module that you just created, the PR process. Now, what you see on the left hand side are the folders to make it more organized. Just in case, if you want to move the PR process into a PR folder, you can just click on the checkbox here and you can click on the move box here on the right top corner. And here you could click on the drop down and choose as to what folder you want to move this to. Right now, I don't see a PR process folder, so I'm going to go ahead and create one by clicking on the plus sign here and give this as a PR process folder, and I'm going to click on create. And once this is created, I'm going to click on the plus sign. I'm going to first check on the PR process model. I'm going to click on move, and I'm going to choose the PR process folder, and I'm going to move that particular module or the model into the folder. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the folder if we can find the PR process. Yes, so the PR process model is already created and it's in this folder. The same way, this is how you'll be able to define which data is required within the scope of business process management in your organization.